All right, you guys, here's some more properties of parallelograms. So this is on proofs. So we got parallelograms. So opposite sides are parallel, opposite sides are congruent, opposite angles are congruent. Both pairs on all of those. What else? Diagonals bisect each other. And then consecutive angles are supplementary. So let's go ahead and do some groovy proofs. If you are in my class, I know you kids love, whoops, not kids, I've been teaching my second grade stuff too. You guys are young adults, so my bad. Anyways, I know you guys love proofs, right? Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started here. So this proof is on page 38 in your text. So given parallelogram ABCD, we want to prove that angle A is congruent to angle C, and it's similar to do B and D congruent. It's the exact same thing. So we have all of this, and so let's go ahead and throw the given down and our proof statement, free points. Okay, so by definition of a parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel, okay? And then by theorems of parallelograms, that's when all the other stuff happens, but that's definition of a parallelogram. Okay, any 2 points determines a line, so draw segment DB. I should have done a little segment bar on top of DB. I don't know if that's going to let me do that. Is that gonna... Yeah, I probably should. Throw that little segment bar right down here, okay? So that's going to go right there. So draw segment DB. Let me go back and insert that right there. Okay. All right. And then alternate interior angles are congruent. So what that says is this angle, because these lines are parallel, this angle equals this angle. And because top and bottom are parallel, this angle equals this angle, because they're on alternate sides of this transversal, and they're inside the parallel sides, okay? And similarly, this one and this one are on alternate sides. One's on one side of this transversal, one's on the alternate side, and they're inside the parallel sides right there, okay? So that's what that says right there. So we can say those alternate interior angles are congruent. All right, now I'm going to say dB equals dB by the reflexive property right there. So let's go ahead. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go ahead and insert that right there. Okay, so by the reflexive property, dB is congruent to dB right there, okay? And then check this out. Angle, side, angle. So as long as we go from one arc to the side to two arcs, or whatever order, we got to go in the corresponding order the other way. So by angle, side, angle, we can say that those triangles are congruent right there. So since we have congruent triangles, always, right after congruent triangles is the CPCTC, okay? All right, so here we go. So here's another one. So given now this one I found off somewhere on the internet, so it is not in your textbook, so you have to copy this down. All right, so ABCD is a parallelogram, and DE, so this guy is congruent to this guy right there. And we want to prove that this angle is congruent to this angle. So we'll probably get these two triangles congruent, then we can say CPCTC again, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and fill that out. So the easy points, the given, and the proof statement. Now notice I didn't put the second given in there. That's probably going to go like on statement 3, I'm guessing. Okay. All right, so parallelogram says that opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. Okay, so where's AD? So AD is going to be congruent to CB because opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. Okay. All right, and then we can say opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. So angle D is going to be congruent to angle B because this whole dude is a parallelogram right there, okay? So there's that right there. Okay, let's throw this next given down right here. So let's go ahead and then mark the figure. Notice I marked it, so DE is congruent to FB right there. And then we can say by side, angle, side, they're congruent. So the triangles are congruent by side, angle, side, then CPCTC. Okay, piece of cake. All right, let's see what else do we have. All right, so find the measure of angle U. Okay, so this exterior angle is equal to the sum of these two remote interior angles. So 140 equals this plus this right here. Okay, so if we add them up, We find out x is 12. Remember, x is not the answer. It says find angle u, so plug in 12 next to the 8 and we get 110 degrees right there, okay? All right, so what's this one right here? So you can either plug in 12 right there, or you can just do these two guys add up to 140 right there. It's another way to get that. All right, find angle 1. So angle 1's way up here. Okay, so here I have a triangle, 180, so we'll find this angle right here. So let's go ahead and do that. And we get that to be 54. And then here we have a straight line right here. Straight lines also equal 180, so 54 plus 81 plus that guy right there equals 180. So we get that guy to be 45. And then finally we have another triangle right here to be 180. So we find out that the measure of angle 1 is 35 right there, okay? All right, you guys, if you are sitting in my class, that will be your homework assignment. Take care.